All right, so I apologize about that. If you are with me, we had a power outage. Okay, we are back online, so I apologize. We had a power outage and everything shut down, so we got back online. So here we are. We missed at least 3 or 4 laps, and we have to do a run through of where everybody is. So we're currently lap 7 of 10. Skidmark is now exiting the pits as he sees Road Rat just drive right by him there. And I don't know exactly where all the drivers are, so let's just take it from the top. There's Grumpy is currently leading the way in that Trans Am, and I want to do an on-board with Grumpy. You know what? I think Grumpy is in last place. I don't think he's taken his pit yet, so I think that's why he's in first. So I assume that he will be taking a pit here really shortly. So the Joppa of Ranger in second place, and I'm pretty sure he's seen a pit, but we have a nice little battle going on here with RBHM Curve and the 4th place car, Fozzie. As Fozzie's going through RBR to 1 and 2, and he's on the outside, and he's able to make the pass on the outside. Excessive grip there, so he's got his car tuned for an outside pass there. That's not easy to do, as Curve probably frustrated with that Alfa Romeo. Problems for me, but I think we've got them worked out, and we should be okay from here. I want to welcome I did get a couple of viewers back. We had to start a new stream, so thanks for coming back and being with us. So again, lap 7 of 10, and Curve, we are with him. He is in turn, he is currently in 4th, but we're going to go on with Ranger, who is in 2nd place, and I'm going to do a ride along with Ranger as for a full lap. So unfortunately, I can't get the cockpit view, but we'll have to go with the hood view. So here it is, Ranger coming down into turn 1. He's hard on the brakes here. You got to get this braking point right. He just hit this apex right here, hugging the inside early on the gas here, early. And you want to come up to this corner, set this up early turn in so that you can get on that gas again. But he looks like he's a little wide there, but maybe that's his line from this car. Hard to say. But either way, making the job look good. Now listen to the engine on this thing. You can tell that 12-cylinder engine sounds pretty sweet. Pretty sure that's what we have here. But in 2nd place and running really good lines. He's coming down the hill here into turn 6 and 7, which is Savelli. Now, as he exits Savelli, this is super hard to get on this line properly as you go to RBR to 1. Now, this doesn't look all that difficult, but it's such a technical corner. And as you come up to this blind crest in RBR 2, you've got to get on the gas early and just trust that the road is there, which it is for him. And then you're back hard on the brakes coming into this turn. That's turn 11 right there. So as he works his way down turn 11, he'll be staring down Torrenteo, which is turn 12. Torrenteo, another corner that's quite technical. As you're on the brakes and you hug the inside, you've got to get on the... Oh, look at this! Look at this! We got a pass to the outside! Fozzie has come out of nowhere as I'm jacking my jaw. I had no idea that he was so menacing right there behind the whole time, and he's made another outside corner pass. This guy's passing people around the outside like they're standing still. So Fozzie in a superior car of the M1, you're not going to see him do that in the future, as he is certainly going to take a PI reduction. But look at this, Joppa's got the legs on the M1, and he's going to go right back on by him. Let's go to a different view here and get a good look as Fozzie's shaking his head going, I just did all that work, and now I got this Jalpa back ahead of me. But let's see what Fozzie's plan is. So we got on lap 9, we got 2 laps to go, and I'm gonna stay here because I think it's gonna get juicy. And look at this, Fozzie's got to figure out how to get around this Jalpa before they get to the straight. And look at Fozzie's got all that straight line corner speed, but the Jalpa's still got the inside coming up. You better put it late on the brakes, but look at that, Fozzie just without hesitation, with total confidence, able to chuck that car in around the outside and in front of Ranger. So a bit frustrating, I'm sure, for Ranger. So Fozzie's gonna have to really put the distance between him and Ranger as they come up out of the last corner there. They still got about half the track to go. And looking back, I see another good battle wheel back there. We're gonna go take a look at that. So Road Rat is battling with Curve. So Curve has recovered from that first lap disaster, first race disaster, and now he's holding off for 3rd place. This is a podium position, folks. So look at this. You can see the exit speed was much better there for Road Rat. Curve holding that inside line, and he's going to be able to, got to hold that line, get on the gas early. Look at that Alpha moving around, all around underneath them, and Road Rat making an outside pass without a problem. But I know Curve's got some straight line speed, but this is where disaster struck on race 1. Is he gonna hold it together for turn 15? Look at Ginge! Ginge coming out of nowhere, sliding that car all sideways. I thought there was gonna be some contact there, but Curve gets on the gas. He knows he's gonna blow the doors off of the sky. Was that a shift? I saw it looked like Road Rat gave him the bird from inside the car. And, oh no, he's just reaching down to make a gear shift. I thought he was giving him the bird, but look at this. Curve doesn't really have that straight line advantage. And so certainly, Road Rat, what's gonna happen here, folks? Ginge, you gotta get up there and capitalize on these 2 fights. Looks like we got a really good battle coming back. Again, this is your last lap, so I expect a couple desperate moves to potentially happen here. We got a whole lineup of cars. Let's go back with Stats, who's in the BMW. So I got a good view front and rear, so I know the first 2 cars are pretty much gonna finish where they are. But this, with half a lap to go, is where the interesting racing is. So Ginge, is he gonna do anything with Curve up ahead of us there? As Road Rat starting to eke away from Curve there. And behind us, Skidmark holding off Ketchup. And then you got, it looks like it's going to be the Monte Carlo of Scarham. But I think he's under attack as we speak. So the Monte Carlo's under attack from GT, but he's held him off. And we'll see if he's able to continue that defense as ahead of us. These 3 drivers, so we're looking at 3, 4, and 5 ahead of us. So they are battling for that last podium position. And then you got, pretty much you got LMP Stats in the middle. And Skidmark trying to get through this section right here. Bondetti 1 and 2 with the best drive he can. Coming down into the final corner. I think we're going to have, as you see ahead of us, for finishing positions. And Skidmark, is he making the move? BMW on BMW, better have the exit to get him at the line. Is he going to pip him? It's going to be, no, he's not, because the acceleration of that 88 M5 is much superior. So the finishing positions were as we thought they would be. Is anything happening back where Scarhand is? And no, oh, we got GT rolling that car as he crosses the finish line. So not too much drama on the last lap, other than the fact that I lost my power and my feed, and I had to come back and regain where I was in the race. So again, that's very misfortunate for the stream and all the viewers. So if you're still with us, we do have some viewers with us. jump in the chat right now and tell us what you think. We had a bit of a exciting last lap there. And yep, that's the end of the race. So we're going to go back to the official race positions here. And let's look at previous race. So to verify, Fozzie with that extremely grippy BMW M1 passing everybody on the outside. I've seen him pass on the outside, pass on the inside. I mean, really making that car work for him. So LMP Ranger in that Jalpa, I think that's a second place finish in the second race in a row for him. So really nice job there. Then you got Road Rat finishing that final third podium position in that Nissan GTSR. So makes me look bad by some of the comments I made pre-race about the look of that car. So definitely handles, definitely performs. So AXR Ginge bringing up fourth, followed by Curve in fifth, a better finish than what he had the first race. LMP Stats in sixth, followed by Skidmark in seventh, Ketchup in eighth, Scarhand in ninth, GT in 10th, Crispy in 11th, Grumpy in 12th, and then you got Eagle Eye 13th. I don't think he's very happy with that car. And Zach the One in the Lancia Delta bringing up the rear in 14th. So there you have it, folks. There's your race finish. Make a comment, please. We are back online after the power outage, and I'm able to respond to your chat. So what'd you think of the racing? Let me know. And I think we're probably going to only have a short break here, and then we're going to get going again. So look at a lot of these drivers already checked up, ready to go. So again, I put a message out in the chat to respond. Tell us what you think. We've got about half the drivers right now checked up. So I'm going to have to make a few comments here on the performance of two drivers. So let's take a look at Curve. He's in this, well, he's doing some more modifications to his car. So I know he's not totally happy with the performance. He's still making some changes. He's in that Alfa Romeo, and you know, he's just doing everything he can to get that thing to perform better. So he did have a better performance this race, but not satisfied, I know. And then let's take a look at Eagle Eye. He's in that Quattro, that Audi Quattro. That car is probably, let's see, it's a 5.5 handling. Let's see how that stacks up against like GT, who also has a 5.5. But we know that super fast car of Fozzie is showing a 5.8. So you got 3 points higher in Fozzie's car than some of these other cars. So with that said, that gives you a real clear indication why he's able to really dominate in his corner speed. He does suffer on that straight, but not enough to really make it a problem for him. So let's see if there's anything higher than 5.8 as we run through this. So we got there's a 5.9. Oh, that's my car, that didn't count. Idiot. We got let's see, there's a 5.5, there's a 5.8 Fozzie's, we got a 5.7, so the Pontiac has a 5.7, that's pretty good. And then we got another 5.7 in that Pontiac, and a 5.3 handling in this Alfa Romeo. So certainly cannot be happy with the handling of the Alfa Romeo. And with the 5.5 on this Quattro, I doubt that's what he's looking for as well. So we're going to get started. I am spectating. Skidmark is now checked up. This is the third and final race of the day. So one comment saying that it was a brilliant race, and I concur with that, but let's make this one even better. as we are just moments away here from the start. Let's just check and make sure everybody's checked up, which they are. Looking forward to watching some of the replays from the AM race. Hopefully those replays are saved and I can check them out. Would love to see how those drivers are doing in those cars. So they're all the same cars, but in the AM class. So one moment here, we will be right back to get this race on going. All right, everybody's checked up. I think this is going to be launching here pretty quick. So Fozzie's been dominant. Fozzie has been very dominant in that car. And Eagle Eye, who has struggled, is at the front of this grid. So Fozzie should be at the back, which he is. And then you got Ranger and the Jalpa. So if Fozzie, Jalpa, and Road Rat can make their way to the front with all PI being the same, that says a lot. So let's see. We're going to start this race. Let's see, we're probably going to start this race with let's start it with let's go with Grumpy. Let's go with Grumpy. We'll start the race with him. We'll get a front and rear view going into turn 1. Grumpy's been getting destroyed on the straightaway, so let's go with Eagle Eye. Let's start it with Eagle Eye. And we're getting ready to go here. We've got a black screen. As soon as this peels off and we get the racing, we will call it. And there you have. So let's go with, we're going to jump on with Eagle Eye. And all right, so look at this. The first driver's got away quickly, and we're looking at the back behind Eagle Eye. We see him coming into turn 1 as Scarhand has the advantage of the inside there. GT trying to stay door to door with them, and it looks like the Audi is doing pretty well right now for Eagle Eye, but Crispy in that little spider really able to get that thing through that section right there. Looks like a spin for the Jalpa in the back, and it's going to give these front runners, Zach the One and this Audi here, a little bit chance to stretch a lead. But Crispy, look at the handling there of that spider with GT just behind him. So I might have to go back to Crispy here, just one driver, and run with him as GT and Ketchup are following closly behind there, and that 6th place driver is that's Scarhand in the Monte Carlo. So Eagle Eye has caught up to the back of Zach the One through Arabiata 1 and 2, and look at the Alpha Spider has already making a ton of ground on Eagle Eye and the driver in front of him. So not the strong point for Eagle Eye right there, as Eagle Eye burning up the tires early on lap 1. And it's going to be a difficult race if he burns those up too soon. But look, he's pushed out. I think it's an all-wheel drive car. He's not able to get that car planted into the corner entry. And the understeer is probably tenacious on that thing, as GT's right up behind Crispy here. So Crispy's going to make a move, is he? But Eagle Eye, just look at the understeer, is brutal on that car, but is he going to have good straight line speed? There's a little contact there, and it's not too impressive. The straight line speed of that Audi, not impressive. So not only is he lacking the corner speed, but he's lacking the straight line speed. And yeah, the Alfa Romeo just kind of wheels right on by him without a problem. So looking back, we got Ketchup and Scarhand going door to door, and we're going to jump back to those two right now. So here it is, Scarhand and Ketchup, both in a larger car. I know that that Trans Am does have decent handling. I think it was a 5, 6, or 7. Just probably a point, maybe 2 higher than this Monte Carlo. Look at this, Scarhand missing the apex, letting Fozzie ride on by, and that Jalpa is already fighting back. So Ranger and Fozzie from the back of the grid putting up a strong fight, making their way through. I think Scarhand's just conceded at this point. Doesn't look like he wants to put up a lot of fight. I think he realizes the car isn't underneath him, and he's going to have to wait for another day to have a little bit more performance. So Fozzie, working his way up through RBR2, now sees Ketchup in front of him. Now it's a wide body Trans Am he's got there, and Eagle Eye just really struggling in that Audi. I mean, with effortlessly passed by the M1. Got to be a frustrating day for any driver when you don't have the car underneath you to run with the front runner. So the oh, look at the Ranger, LMP Ranger and the Jalpa coming together a little bit with Scarhand, but now we see the M1 of Fozzie without issue going around EXR Ketchup. So this is looking to be light work for Fozzie today, as now GT, Crispy, and Zach the One are all up in the front fighting for the first 3 positions. You know what, we're only looking at lap 2 here, and Fozzie has already destroyed the field. So we're going to have to give him a PI of, he's going to run 2-letter deduction in PI, and also he's going to have to play with one arm tied behind his back. So that is going to be the BOP for Fozzie for next race. Well, fortunate for him, I don't make the rules, so he's probably going to be just fine. So GT under attack now from Fozzie, looking back behind him. Ketchup holding off Ranger, followed by Scarhand, and Eagle Eye still struggling around back there in that Audi. But GT, look at him go. He's got fairly decent corner speed, but much superior speed by that M1. So watch him as he goes down into Savelli right now. And he exits Savelli. He's going to be looking to do an inside move here up RBR to 1, I'm sure of it. I've seen him do it several times. Look, he got on the brakes early so he can get on the gas. But he's got 2 cars to pass here. It's too risky. He's going to wait. As he exits speed out of RBR 2, now he's got GT on the ropes as he puts the brakes binders on, going into turn 10 Scaparia, down the hill into turn 11, and now Zach the One under pressure. I don't think he's going to be able to hold off the attacker, but look, he jets in front of him, and he's a bit erratic with his lines, but maybe he has to be, as Crispy's enjoying that so that he gets a little bit better chance. Look at it, give him a little love tap there. Little love tap, as now GT is right back in position. And yeah, Fozzie's like, let him have it because he didn't want to get too caught up. He knows he's got longevity and time on his side. So Ketchup just behind Fozzie here. Let's go back to some of the other drivers. And we are going to stay in this camera view for a little bit longer. Let's jump back to Road Rat. Where's he at? So Road Rat now making a move, a strong move on the straight, just to the outside of Stats in that 88 BMW M5. So I do like that 88 BMW, but maybe he's got that thing tuned a little bit for a little bit more on the horsepower side, because his handling doesn't seem to quite be on par with that Nissan. So Road Rat completing that pass. So as they work their way up through the first third section, oh, is Road Rat offline there? Is Road Rat offline? It looks like he may have been. And Stats is challenging him. So yeah, I think Stats is not going to let him go easy into the night. As they come up through RBR 1 and 2, I see Road Rat putting a car or two on him. But I think that BMW is nicely balanced between speed power. We'll have to wait and find out. And Skid Mark and Grumpy come through the screenshot there, as we're going to see the Audi come under attack pretty soon here. Eagle Eye's Audi is going to come under attack between these cars that are closing the distance fairly quickly. So they're coming down now into Bondetti 1 and 2 as they go through the switchbacks there. And looks like we are lap 4. And I heard a little bit of argy-bargy there between those drivers, but it looks like they kept it clean and it shouldn't be an issue. But Road Rat, I'm sure someone's going to see a pit here. And sure enough, it's Eagle Eye. Road Rat has decided to stay out and run the race, with Stats is no stranger to battling for the position. So Stats and Road Rat are going to stay at it, and Stats is taking that position on the straightaway. So straight line speed a little bit better, but look, he's pushed it out wide, giving Road Rat the opportunity to come back up on that inside line there. And Stats now probably upset with himself because he pushed it a little bit too deep on the brakes there. But he's still got a decent car underneath him, so he should be able to hang with Road Rat as they're working their way up through this section of the track, turn 5, 4, and 5 now. So there's a straight chute, which is downhill a little bit here as you go into turn 6 and 7. This is always a difficult spot to pass here, but if you get it right on the exit of 7, you can get by someone before you get up into RBHM 1 and 2, but Road Rat has nailed it through there and not given Stats the opportunity, but Stats has to stay close to him if he wants to get him back on the straight finish line, start straight finish line. So I think these drivers are probably going to take a pit though, maybe this lap currently we're on, which is lap 5. So Stats right there, LMP Stats, he's going to be in striking distance if he's able to stay there as they come down into currently Corinteo, which is turn 12. So Corinteo, Stats doing a great job as they come back to the switchbacks. Bondetti 1 and 2. Stats is right there, has not let Road Rat get away, so I think he's going to have advantage on the straight. I'm going to stay right here. Please, Road Rat, do not go into the pits. Do not go into the pits. We want to see a battle here. And if you go into the pits, you're going to take that away from us. So Road Rat goes into the pits. No! He's taking away the pure racing pleasure of the viewers. And I can't hold it against him because he wants to do the best he can. But I'm going to write a nastygram to his crew chief and tell him that we didn't appreciate that from the viewer's point of view. But he's done what he's done, and we know he's out to win. So let's take a look at Crispy still holding it together there in first place. So Crispy able to overcome the pressure of that second driver, Ozzy, in that M1. So let's take a look at, let's do an on board with Crispy, shall we? So on board with Crispy, in the hood view as he has just come up through RBHM 2. Now he's pushed his way down the hill. And this car is a pretty small car, so I assumed it has a decent balance of grip. Probably a lot less straight line speed, but you can see he's doing really well. The car doesn't look like it's moving around a lot under braking. Corner entry here, let's watch this as he's coming through Corinteo. He's able to hold that line and get on that gas, so it looks like the car is pretty well balanced. Coming through Bondetti 1 and 2, looks really good through there. Now down into turn 15, and let's see where his braking point is. Yep, nice braking point. Got to pull it back into that apex though, which he does. It's a bit of positive camber there to get back on the gas. And is this where he goes in for a pit? It is. Nope. Oh, he does a juke. He does a juke move. And second place driver to go into the pit, and so now he's all by himself without that pressure. So let's find another battle on track here. Let's go to our map and see if we can find the battle on the track we're looking for. Several drivers in the pits at the moment. So I think where we're going to see a battle is this number 7 car exiting the pits. So here it is. The Jalpa is exiting. No, the Jalpa is not exiting the pits. Stats is exiting the pits. And we missed. Let's take a look at Ranger where he's at here. So Ranger has Zach the one behind him. He's in 7th place. There's really not a fight on his hands. Scarhand's just a few, about 1.5 behind him. So not a whole lot to see there yet. So where's Grumpy at? So Grumpy in that Trans Am, currently in 4th place. Nice looking car though. I do like the lines on that Trans Am. It does have a really nice look to it. It's a bit of a bigger car though, if you're not too familiar with it. But we're winding down here. We're at lap 7, so only about 3 laps to go before the end of this thing. And you know what? We haven't taken a huge look at Skidmark, so let's take a look at Skidmark. And I did mention I liked his livery early on. But, yeah, he's coming down into turn 15, and he's currently in position 3. So, is he going to hold that position? Has he pitted? I don't know if he's pitted or not. We're gonna stick with him for a few minutes. And there's your answer. He has not pitted. So, Grumpy has inherited that third. Oh, Grumpy's in too. So, GT has also pitted. So, we're not having a ton of luck here. I know Fozzie's going to roll right on by. He's been fast all night long. Ranger's been fast. Scarhand, is he pitting? Scarhand is not pitting. And it looks like he is slotted in behind Ranger. And those two are going to pick up a few spots. So Skidmark, Grumpy exiting the pits. But Scarhand picking up a few spots there. So I'm sure Scarhand's already been in and out of the pits. You can see the size of the wheels he's got on that car, quite large. And Ketchup is under the pressure from Ranger. So let's go to those two drivers and see how this works out. So yellow on yellow here with a yellow Jalpa versus a yellow Trans Am. So we're going to stay here for a few minutes and watch LMP Ranger go to work and see if Scarhand can make any advancements on these two. So again, final race here. We're about 2.5 laps to see the checkered flag here. It's been a great day of racing so far, and we've seen some really dominant cars, and we've seen some cars that really need a lot of help. So the track of Mugello, which is such a fast and flowing track, has exposed the weak and produced the strong, and those that are in the middle are right, in the middle. It's pretty mediocre, but it's really separated the men from the boys as far as the cars today. So I think it's a lot more about the car itself than it is the driver capability, and that's just the way it goes on a handling track like this. Now next week we're gonna, oh, look at this! As the Jalpa has seen a little bit of trouble there, LMP Ranger off the track and giving Scarhand some life as we are about to enter into lap 9, and Ranger's got a really bad exit right there and has blown his straight line speed, so his exit was compromised. Now Scarhand smelling blood in the water. I want to see him get up there. I really want to see Scarhand take it to him for the viewers and for myself. It's always a bit more juicy when there's a lap or two left and they're battling for position. So Scarhand doing everything he can to get that Monte Carlo hooked up. But LMP Ranger's recovered quite well and hasn't, probably doesn't have a whole lot for the yellow Trans Am in front of him. Nonetheless, he's going to give it everything he's got. So Ketchup in that yellow Trans Am doing well. So again, about a lap and a half left. Is there a better battle on the track? Let's take a look around and see. Crispy's still up front. Yep, Crispy's still up front with Fozzie right behind him about 2 seconds, but not a major factor yet for pressure. So we're going to go back to Road Rat and GT. What are these two guys doing? So GT all by himself in 10th place. And he's got Curve behind him. But GT's off, which is going to give Curve a massive opportunity to make up a place. Zach the One has also capitalized there. And GT furious with himself, as with only a lap and a half left, has suffered a few more points. Now, you're talking the points leader coming into today. Let me verify that. Yes, GT was your pro points leader. That is going to change, I do believe, after today's racing. So, Curve, beneficiary of that mistake, as well as Zach the One. But I still want to find a little bit better racing with only one lap left. And this is it right here. So Eagle Eye and Ginge battling. It looks like Eagle Eye, who has been suffering all day with the performance of that car, and Ginge is probably similar with his performance. But is Ginge going to take it to him on the straight? We'll see here. And they're door to door now as they're coming up the hill, and then it slightly creeps back downhill into the braking zone, which makes it always a tricky braking zone. But look at this. Ginge on the brakes a little bit later, smokes it. Eagle Eye hugging that inside. He's had a ton of oversteer today. I'm sorry, understeer. And I think Ginge was able to capitalize on that right there. But Eagle Eye, all you got to do is try to hold that line. But I don't know, switching back and forth so much, it gives each driver an advantage each different corner. So looks like, yeah, looks like Ginge prevails here. So, lap 10 of 10. This is your last lap. Let's go to the front. Where are my race? I know my race leaders are probably about the same position. I have to check on them really quick, though. Let's just go see if Fozzie has been able to catch. Oh, he's so close, but it's not going to be enough. It's just not going to be enough unless there's a mistake made. So let's look at Ranger. Ranger in the Jalpa, he has nothing. There's nothing going on between those four drivers. So we're going to run back to Crispy and Fozzie to see if there's not a last minute dive, and there's not. Like I said, Crispy's going to secure that win. So really nice driving, super consistent. Fozzie super consistent. Nice driving there. Your third place driver is going to be AXR Ketchup, as he comes across in that wide body Trans Am, followed by the Jalpa, which is Ranger. Ranger followed by Scarhand in the redneck Monte Carlo, blasting his AC/DC music. And followed by LMP Stats. So this is the car that I liked a lot coming into this track. I don't think it did as well as I thought it would, but then you got the AXR skid markers in the other BMW, followed by Road Rat. So Road Rat not having the race he wanted, as he finished in 8th place, followed by Grumpy in 9th. So I want to say a big shout out to all those who joined the stream today. Say thank you to them. We will do a quick run through before we end the stream to see an official race finishing. So yes, Crispy wins the race, followed by Fozzie, Ketchup, Ranger, Scarhand, 6th place Stats, 7th place Skidmark, Road Rat 8th, Grumpy 9th, Curve 10th, Zach the 111, GT12, Ginge 13, and Eagle Eye struggling all day long in that understeering Quattro, 14th place. So there you have it, folks. I want to say thanks to all my viewers, anyone who watches the stream after the delayed tape stream. Please let me know on Facebook or any other my Twitter account for Speed Curves if you're liking the racing, anything you want to see. And again, we're always trying to make the racing better and bring more opportunity for the viewers, better content, whatnot. So I really encourage the constructive criticism. I don't get my feelings hurt, so I want you to tell me what you think. I'll be fine. Please do. And then for those of you who really enjoyed it, want to support the stream, you can always support the stream. And there's a link inside there as well. So anyways, that's going to do it for today. This was round 4 of the 80s era, the first race for the 80s era cars. There's 2 more races to come in the 80s era cars. Next week we're going to see Road America, followed by Brands Hatch. I love Brands Hatch. Both of those races are going to be epic, really good. Today's racing, while it was great racing and very clean, we did see a disparity between the faster cars and the slower cars. So that will be fixed going into next week, and the racing will be even that much better. So with that said, I want to thank everybody for checking out the stream, and we will see you soon. This is Speed Curves out. 1 second. This is Speed Curves out, and we'll see you next week.